Hey everybody, this is Mike with Accounting for Cycling. Here's a fun fact, or a fun tip, I guess. Check the boot on your seat post. Mine was kind of compressed down a lot, as though like the whole thing had shifted. And it turns out it did. Also, be sure to check your seat post more than twice a year, or at least more than once a year, because then you have to remove that. Yeah. And you can see I'm sitting on the bike weird. Well, let's see if I can actually record this tactic here. So I get some of the white here. I found on Reddit somebody who had a similar issue, and you pulled the entire wedge out from the back. And if that's stuck, you gotta shimmy it a little bit and maybe use some WD-40 to get it out. Mine came out right away, so that was nice. And this is clearly a recent thing because it wasn't like this a week ago. Luckily, we have some terrible weather right now, so I'm actually checking. But carbon frame, carbon seat post, it's not going anywhere. You don't want to like leverage onto the frame. You're supposed to smack, smack, and kind of closer here. You can hear the carbon on carbon. It's actually moved about a centimeter now. Really should have found a better, I'm in my office / bike room, and I have GoPro right here. I easily could have made the decision to grab a better camera, or even just There we go. All right, well, this could have been a lot worse, a whole lot worse. Got the seat out. I don't know how much we actually recorded, but you actually have to like smack the nose of the seat and then slowly twist and shimmy. It'll pop loose and then start over. There we go. Well, hopefully this doesn't happen to you, and hopefully it doesn't happen to me again. Okay, so now we've got our seat post back in here. Some fresh anti-seize on there. You do want to make sure to use a carbon specific one. I always hate the sound of that. Because if you do not, you can have chemical property changes that make for an especially unfun time. I gotta remember where I put this thing. Here. It's definitely not recommended to this kind of eyeball, but yeah, that's what we got for right now. Yeah, so that actually lit it up pretty good. So it is a good way though to show off my Pro Bike Tool torque wrench. It's pretty cool. Plus it's all black. I do kind of wish the bits were too, but I don't know. I guess that's still perfectly fine. But good solid grip on it. So nice thing too is, at least with the Specialized seat post wedges, if for whatever reason you no longer have enough contact on the inside for the hex tip to go into, you could actually use a socket. The whole outer part of the bolt is hex. We've got some contact there. Now that's normal, that's just carbon on carbon. It should be making that kind of creaky noise. You might actually even hear it when you're out riding. It's usually just means something, well, is rubbing. In this case, intentionally. The seat post wedge is rubbing against the seat post. So, there we go. So you can, that little pop there means we hit our mark. Awesome. And, let's see. Hold this about right. There we go. This is how it should look. I usually do ride in a much more relaxed geometry as is, so my seat post isn't like super slammed down or anything, but you definitely shouldn't have it up to here and having issues with your saddlebag and your Varia radar not having enough room for each other. That's really the biggest thing that tipped it off. And I went to take them off to see, like, maybe like that doesn't look right. So something doesn't look right on your bike. Check it out. Something probably is wrong. Anyways, thanks so much for watching this kind of hastily done video. You can see my super sweet Varia headlight there, the UT800, acting as a camera light. So hopefully we don't have to make another one of these quick fix videos. But if you are in trouble, raise the boot up to expose your seat post wedge, and then try and loosen this. That's just kind of the normal way that you would, loosen your seat post to make adjustments or do regular maintenance on it. If that doesn't work, try to remove the whole wedge. If it still doesn't work, do remove the whole wedge. I saw some things online where it was, they were saying if it's still stuck, like, one guy put some WD-40 in there. I don't know if I would try that, but yeah, basically try and get the wedge out. It's still kind of stuck in there. Go to your saddle with it as loose, the bolt or wedge as loose as possible, and give it a good smack on the side. That should allow a little bit of wiggle on your seat post. And I gave another one on the other side until you start hearing that, like, carbon on carbon rub, and then just kind of wiggle it side to side from the seat. Just kind of remember, everything with bike maintenance is, if you're going to wreck something, wreck the cheapest thing possible. So maybe not your seat. I mean, my saddle is just a Specialized power saddle. It's titanium rails and composite bottom, so like, I don't know, it's $160, not on sale. So I stuck with that versus, I think the Pave seat post is right around the same. But yeah, you don't want to start cranking on your frame. That's a multiple $1,000 fix. Or if you're really lucky, maybe a carbon repair shop. But just kind of think of that first. If you're going to break something or it sounds like something's breaking, take a step back, a couple of deep breaths. Don't try and force it. Unless, of course, you're following these very specific instructions, and just nice gentle smack on the side of the seat. And that should be enough to loosen your seat post up. Your water bottle cage mounts stick through a good amount. So like, your seat post isn't going to go further than that down, if it's even that long. But yeah, hopefully this doesn't happen to you. But if it did, hopefully this helped. I know I found just a lot of reading through Reddit and some online forums, and that just kind of seemed to help. But hopefully this video does something too. If it does, hit like, subscribe if you're not already, which analytics say is like 98% of people that watch these are not subscribed. And yeah, please do that. I don't know, probably have some stuff down in the description that are just affiliate links. I do earn a commission on those, but they don't cost you anything more. So, if you need some parts or something, check out Backcountry or Competitive Cyclist. I do earn some money through them. But yeah, hopefully this video was helpful for you and helped kind of take some stress out of a potentially stressful situation. And then, of course, once you're all done, just put some anti-seize compound on there. It'll likely say specifically on there, do not use grease, because you don't want this greased up. You want a little bit of resistance on it, but you don't want it to seize. But look for the carbon-specific stuff. Hopefully I don't have to use a legal disclaimer like this, but like, I am not advising you to break your bike, nor do I take responsibility if your bike breaks. Hopefully it doesn't. Just be gentle. And if there's anything you're not comfortable with on a bike fix, take it to a shop. Your local bike shop is probably waiting and happy to help you out with your bike. Hope to see you out on the trails, and have a great day. All right, so as a reference, here's my Varia taillight, and there's my SILCA saddlebag. What tipped me off is the bottom of the saddlebag was covering up most of the light, and that just wasn't right. Also, though, with this head lamp on, you can see kind of a cool feature of these Continental All Sports. They've got a reflective strip around the outside of the rim. So that's awesome, for better visibility. I also didn't notice this before either, but the SILCA saddlebag does as well. This little S back here. So that's cool. Yeah. All right, better visibility. Cool. But yeah, check your components. But thanks so much for watching. You have a great day.